Good morning, back again. Working on some layouts on the nose, the nostril area, the right area. I'm gonna show you how I normally set up for doing water droplets. And how I do it, you always have the foreground. That's whatever behind the actual area you're working on. This area right in here. And from that, you have to build the same thing up on the drawing. And by doing that, you can actually see more of it. This is what I'm using right now, soft blend. And about at 2% right here. And opacity 65. Now, what I'm doing is slightly blending in the background, the foreground. A little browner right here. What I'm doing, I'm just adjusting the tone just slightly less. I'm increase the value to about maybe 2%. And I'm looking at the contour. There's several ways you can do it, but I'm doing it this way to show you. This is much more easier and instead of getting too complicated. Just a light pass to show that contour, that water droplet. And when you're doing this, just take your time. It's no rush unless you're on a deadline or something. But like I said, when you're doing things for yourself, you can kind of have free reign on what you're doing. And leave that space in the center right in here. Don't touch it, just do the outline of it. And you're gonna see why later on. By doing that, what you're doing, you're gonna have the reflection is gonna kind of play a trick with your eyes. You're gonna actually see the flesh tone within the bubble, but actually not painting the flesh tones because it's already painted or drawn. Kind of follow me? And if you have a lot of hair, due to being wet, so you're gonna have a lot of straggly hair all over the place. So that can actually be a fun part to do because it's not gonna be consistent to a certain, I guess, level. What I mean, their hair is gonna be random. Okay, let's get back to this little bubble. Okay. I'm not pressing very hard, just very, very lightly. And I'm gonna decrease the value to 1%. And I'm gonna do just a little dot right here. It's too much. Just barely tapping it. little dot right here. That's just a little bit too much, so I gotta decrease that size just a hair. Okay, gonna come right around this area here. There's 2 lines. 1, make it a little sharper. And then 2. Now, in between that little line, like I said, I'm gonna, for detail, it's a little line in between it. Little line. Go back to your wheel, back to the white. Small little dot again. And back up here. Now, like I say, when you're working on things yourself, you can change it the way you want it to, okay? Go back to the wheel. A little brown right there. And back down here again. As I see something, I just go back and I kind of reiterate on it. While I see it, it's right there, so. And you kind of see what I was talking about with leaving the outside, the inside alone. I just started working with Procreate a couple of months ago. Might be a year now. I'm bad with time. What I just did, I just increased the value of it right here to about maybe 4%. I changed the color right here. Now we'll come back with little highlights more to try to enhance it. Almost like a yellow ochre. The color is what I'm using. Go right back to that again. This color right here. And I'm gonna decrease the size again to about 1% because I want to get in a little crevice. Blow it up just a hair. And I'm gonna go right in between, right in here. Right in that area. Okay. And I'm gonna increase it just a hair over here to about 3%. Right in the nostril, right in that area there. And I'm gonna take the same color and go right down below, right in here. I'm gonna take some of it out. Go right back to that ochre and put it up in this area here. Then I'm gonna go back to a lighter color right here. So I'm doing right here, blending it out right here. And there's a little bit of light right in this section here. I'm gonna check the percentage wide over here, and I'm gonna come back Guess I'm doing that little part right there. Okay. And back off of it and see how it looks. It's not too shabby. And I'm changing the tone again. right here. Increase the value. And for some of the freckles, use this here. Just tapping it on. That's a little bit too, I'm decreasing to about 1% right now. Increasing a little more, about 2. That was just a little bit too dark. Just going around in a little small circular motion, that's all. With the freckles. And while I'm right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and highlight this water right here in this area. A little bit darker. There's a little cluster right up in here. You're not going to get all these freckles exactly right. I mean, it's going to come close. I'm not using a projector. I'm just using visuals right here. So I'm going like a little cluster, not too hard, not too soft, but just a medium pressure. Put a little more tone on them, more reddish tone. So you can kind of see them a little more. It's more or less red, like an umber, burnt umber tone on it. See right here. Too dominant. I say, if you don't like a particular spot, you can always back off of it, you know. So I'm gonna come back. I'm in this little section here and come back and show you how far I've gotten with the rest of them. I don't want to be this too tedious. You kind of see how I got this laid out. And come back and darken the lips too, along with the rest of her freckles. And we're gonna tackle these eyebrows next, okay? Eyelashes. So thank you. And subscribe to Norman Lecoq, Rooster's Art. And my website is Rooster, ROOSTRARTS.com. Thank you.